I don't like David Goggins' videos. I don't like what he has to say. But the reason I don't like what he has to say is not because he's not telling the truth or because he's wrong. It's because they make me question what I'm doing. And that makes me uncomfortable. And that's just what it takes to be successful. These people who have done things in their life that are successful, have made great companies, have become great athletes, great actors, great performers. They all talk about how they're constantly skipping sleep, they're skipping eating, skipping, all this stuff that people aren't willing to go without. Skipping having fun, sacrificing so many things, sacrificing time with friends, sacrificing things that I don't want to sacrifice. And that's holding me back. I've got things I don't want to give up that are holding me back from success. And I just gotta say, I've got to give up these things. I've got to learn to let go of what's holding me back. And that's gonna take time. David Goggins did say you've got to focus on one thing at a time, but your brain develops to where you want it to develop, and I want to be able to handle a lot at one time, and yeah, it's going to take forever. It's going to take, a long time. It'll take perhaps years in order to be able to do that, but I'm willing to put in those years to do it. Your brain's designed to handle on one thing at a time, but at the same time, I was able to learn to multitask much better than I used to be able to, because I had to adapt that way to work. So, because I have built up so many bad habits and so many negative coping skills that have consumed my life, and I'm not willing to give them up, which I need to give them up just to succeed in life and do what I need to do, which is hard. And I need to listen to David Goggins more, even though I don't want to listen to him. I need to. These things he's saying that other people who have been successful are saying, that it's not easy. I need to listen to them because even though I don't like it, they're right. And people a lot of times don't like people that are right, because it makes them question what they're doing is wrong, and people like to be right. People don't like to be wrong, but, these are just things that I just have to accept are true and apply them to my life slowly. So even though I don't like, listening to what David Goggins says, I've got to listen to him because I have to force myself to understand that these things are true, and I've got to force myself to just give up things I don't want to give up. I have to learn to make sacrifices, and it's very hard. But I've got to do what's hard, and it may take years. And because, I have like bipolar disorder and PTSD and autism, because I have these diagnoses, which makes my progress slower and makes it so I have to work even harder than someone without these diagnoses, which a lot of people don't understand, that I have to work even harder, which is part of the reason why my progress is so slow. These are just things I have to do. We can't control, what we're dealt in life. We can't control, as far as how we're born or, what mental illnesses we have. We can only do what we can with what we have. And I'm doing what I can with what I have. And the thing is, other people could go farther than me. Other people could progress faster than me. But other people won't because they're not putting in the effort I am. So, even though I don't like listening to David Goggins, even though I don't like listening to, these people who have been successful, how they talk about putting hours and hours into what they're doing every day, or doing 100-hour work weeks, even though I don't like the idea of doing that because it's hard and you have to give up things you want to do, even though I don't like the idea, I've got to do it. It's just something I got to accept that I have to do. And that's just what I wanted to talk about. I have to be able to give up things I don't want to give up. And even though I don't like listening to these self-improvement videos where they don't make you feel happy, they don't make you feel good, they don't make you feel like everything's going to be hunky-dory, I have to listen to them because they're telling the truth, and the truth hurts sometimes.